Yes, Michael Mando's here. He's joining us from his busy schedule being boss of Far Cry 3. He's going to tell you a little bit about how Voss came to be, and you guys can go ahead.
One of the funnest things about playing Voss is that he does not differentiate between whatever he feels, what he says, and what he does. And that's really a great treat.
Voss as a character, a very complicated role for you to play, or?
Is he a complicated role? I don't know. I don't know about the word complicated. He's definitely very layered.
Did you draw any inspiration from known killers?
At the known killers, Ubisoft paid for a trip of mine to a prison camp. It was just me and the director, and we have a studio. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it. We shot it in that room, and we wanted to be very intimate, so we turned off all the lights. And we were surrounded by these red cameras, and it was just, there was a green pole, and we had a little small yellow tennis ball at the end of it, and I did the whole speech to that tennis ball.
How uncomfortable is the suit?
You know, at first it's like I said, the strangest thing about it is that you know your character's not wearing it. We're wearing gloves when we're acting. We have these cameras on, so you can't feel the texture of objects, and the objects don't look like. This is the gun. This is the gun that we use for Voss, for example, and it's plastic, so you don't feel the actual weight of it. And if I was to cock the gun, I wouldn't actually be able to do it. So it definitely forces the actor to work from the inside out.
I was watching the footage again this morning just to see the performance, and it seemed that Voss is very insecure. There's very little eye contact during the initial parts of that. What was the decision process behind that? I mean, for a villain, usually villains are overly confident.
Right. From a very personal point of view, I think the key to Voss is that that huge amount of pain that resides on right under the surface of all that rage. And I think once you kind of get a key of that, the rest just is an extension of that and comes naturally. That seemed like a very prepared answer, and it is. I saw so many comments, people say, he's not insane at all. He's actually very, what he says makes sense. And other people say, I hate him and I can't wait to kill him. I guess both of those answers are cool.
How do you find something to relate to a character like that?
You know, I believe that like everybody has so many different characteristics. like we all have all the emotional elements that a human being can have. I think we all have them to certain degrees, and I think with certain characters, what you have to do is you have to up a certain characteristic and then bring down others. But I think there's a part in all of us and all of us. So even though even the biggest monsters in the world are human, they're not separate. And some of the stuff that they do is, I mean, if you think about it, if you were to feel and say and do exactly what you thought, what would you do right this moment,
You really want to know?
I saw the guy next to you look at you like, oh, I don't want to know. The Ubisoft has this great technology and that's very actor-friendly, that captures the facial movements and the body movements and the voice at the same time. If you were to see, I think, a face-to-face with what we did and what Voss looks like, movements are pretty much exactly the same. You have to, before every scene, you have to get up. I feel stupid doing it here, but I'll try not to film this. You have to get before every. Now I'm really uncomfortable. Before every take, you do a ROM, which is called range of motion. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it. Did you?
Yeah. So actually, Ubisoft has to make a game about a motion cap actor who goes on a killing spree. So you can be yourself
because he can't take it anymore. Yeah, we have this. We have a psychologist that comes here after every scene. We have to sit with him.
Now, do you play games yourself, or you?
You know, I'll be very honest with you. I don't. I think I stopped playing video games the moment it went from about 2 buttons to 65, and I just got lost. There's no way I could sit. I needed about a week to just kind of understand all that stuff, and it was just too complicated. My younger brother plays video games, and I have to say, when I started doing this, I discovered video games really again for the first time. I just remember, Nintendo and Atari. That's when I sort of left off, and I have to say, I'm so blown away by this world. So it's very much like theater with the intimacy of film. I think it would be the closest thing to being in the room as the scene happens, as opposed to film and television where you can go from a close-up to a master and a snap of the thing. Does that answer the question?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, you're restricted at all with the equipment that you're wearing and the helmets that come out to here. If, you know, would that perhaps dictate how you...
Yeah, the cameras that we're using right now are really light and very, very comfortable, but they have a wire. The camera is wired. It's not wireless yet, which we're working on to getting there. Not me. He makes it sound like he's a scientist too. No, I'm not. It's just they have these wires that are so.
You can
Boss,
actually see it on the screens over there.
Yeah.
People with the helmet cam, they're gonna have someone behind them.
yeah, I really have to say it's been one of the nicest collaborative efforts I've been a part of, and I feel very grateful and humbled to work in this game. It truly is a labor of love from everyone. So, I hope I didn't put anybody to sleep. My little.
Is this your first work in the game industry?
It's second. First. I don't think I want to reveal.
One more question.
Yeah.
Is your contract for just this game?
Like he's trying to
I'm getting buzzed right now. Buy the game. They like that.
Play twice.
Buy it, lose it, and buy it again.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?